Hey, what's going on? How's everybody doing today? So check this out. You're out in the woods, you're out somewhere with your friend or whoever the case may be, and they get bit by a snake. What do? The snake bites them, puts venom in there. They're hurting, they're screaming, they're yelling for help. What do you do? Well, I think I've always heard, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard, you're supposed to suck the venom out, right? So if they get bit by the snake, their pant leg, whatever the case may be, and you suck that venom out. This way they don't die. Well, I got a story here that tells us if that is true or not. Should you really suck that venom out? Is it just an old wise tale to do that? What do you do in that case? Do you suck the venom out or not? I'm going to tell you about that right now. Here we go.
Zombie apocalypse.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you again, and welcome back to the show. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, hope to find everybody safe, healthy, and in good spirits. And remember, if you're new here, definitely hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell icon. This way you know next time I come out with a video. And a thumbs up always helps. I appreciate that thumbs up from everyone. That helps out a lot. Lets me know you like it. Also, your comments. Definitely leave comments. I'll definitely get back to you. Appreciate hearing from you. Like to know you're out there. Like to know what thoughts are on your mind. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you're doing. Let's just talk about it. But anyway, get moving on. The snake bite theory. What do you do if somebody gets bit by a snake? Do you suck the venom out? Do you not suck the venom out? What's the real story behind that? Well, I kind of read into it today. I found out about it. I definitely want to share it with you. Because if you're ever in that position, which I hope you're not, and I hope I am never not, what do? Do you suck it out or don't you? Well, here we go. The truth behind the myth of suck out the venom from a snake bite. Will snake venom kill you if you swallow it? What if it's just in your mouth? It's a fairly well-known bit of advice, one that we've heard from cartoons and old television shows. If a poisonous snake bites you, you or a companion with you needs to suck out the venom. Usually it's a joke, suck out the venom. I only like you as a friend, not enough to put my mouth on there. But is there truth behind the myth? Is it better to suck the venom out of a snake bite or to leave it be? And what happens to the Good Samaritan? Wouldn't they die anyway from swallowing the venom? Here's how that venom actually works against us and what happens when it goes into the mouth rather than into our veins. No matter the venomous snake, it's all unpleasant. First off, we have to understand that there are many different types of venomous snakes, and they produce different types of venom. Venom from different snakes contains different compounds and will affect us in different ways. Venom tends to fall into at least one of three categories. Hemotoxic. It damages, destroys blood cells. Cytotoxic. It kills a variety of forms of living cells. Neurotoxic. It kills, damages neurons. And depending on the category, the venom will do different things to the poor victim who receives the bite. Hemotoxic venom will damage capillaries and active clotting factors. Capillaries are our thinnest blood vessels found all over the body and they're all over our body. And their breakdown leads to significant bleeding of our hands, feet, gums, and gastrointestinal tract and other locations. Additionally, the blood's ability to clot will be compromised. The blood either won't clot, leading to blood loss as it continues to run out of damaged vessels, or overclotting, leading to clogged blood vessels. Cytotoxic venom leads to widespread cell damage. It's usually worst at the site of the bite, but the venom can spread through the bloodstream, damaging other areas of the body. It can lead to dead, rotting tissue if it's left untreated. Neurotoxic venom usually causes paralysis, ranging from either local around the bite site or across the entire body. It can also activate various other neurons, causing pain or other sensations. In any case, all of these venom types are very nasty, not the sort of stuff you want in your body. It's not the sort of stuff you want in your body. Well, what if you do get bitten? Should you or a friend get to work sucking out the venom? On the court or in the bush, same advice. Don't suck. Short answer to whether sucking the venom out of a bite is effective. A short answer to whether sucking the venom out of a bite is effective. No, no, no. Longer answer. If you could do it perfectly, it might be useful, but I can guarantee that you won't do so. First, when venom is injected into a person, it doesn't just form a bubble under the skin that sits there waiting to be drained from the wound. Instead, the venom spreads throughout both the bloodstream and the lymphatic system, quickly reaching most areas of the body. Snakes may also commonly bite multiple times, introducing the venom in multiple areas and further hastening its spread. So for the moment that snake bites you, the venom is spreading. You can't suck it out because it's no longer at the wound site. And since it's spreading using channels inside the body, any advice to cut deeper around the wound to drain the venom is also inaccurate. What about a tourniquet? If you act fast, a tourniquet, tying off a limb so that blood cannot return from the limb to the rest of the body, can help segregate the venom to that area. This still isn't recommended, however, as it concentrates the venom in that limb and can cause increased damage there. The only time to consider a tourniquet might be if the victim is a long way from any medical attention, such as out in a very remote wilderness with no way to contact the outside world for help. And if you're putting on a tourniquet, you're making the choice to sacrifice the limb. Wow. For a bite victim, the best move is to remove tight clothing to prevent swelling, cutting off blood flow. Immediately reach out for medical assistance and avoid taking any drugs, including caffeine or alcohol, as these can interact with the venom or can increase heart rate and more rapidly distribute the venom throughout the entire body. What about the Good Samaritan who swallows the venom? So far, we've shown that sucking out venom isn't really a thing. It won't work, and you'll probably feel pretty dumb for trying. But would you also put yourself at risk if you decided to gulp down a rattlesnake venom cocktail? Would you be vomiting yourself? Or is it going to become the next extreme ingredient to pair on the Food Network's latest cooking challenge show? Technically, it is safer to drink venom than to be injected with it. Technically, a small to medium amount of venom would be broken down by your stomach acid and wouldn't even ever make it to your bloodstream, and thus could be considered safe. But I'd still strongly caution it against. I'd strongly caution against it. A number of things could go wrong. If you had any open cuts or sores in your mouth or stomach, the venom could cross into the bloodstream. Some venom may not be broken down by the stomach acid and could be absorbed once it reaches the small intestine. Even small amounts of absorbed venom could build up to cause long-term damage to organs. Snake venom is not a typical food and thus could mess up your gut microbiome. Overall, any deadly outcome from drinking venom aren't nearly as guaranteed as if it was injected into your bloodstream, but there are still some nasty risks. So there you have it. You know, there goes that whole thing and that whole theory about if you get bit by a snake, suck it out. Because now that I read that a few times, I can understand why it's not a good idea. Like they say, when you get bit by a snake, it doesn't just sit there and you can't just suck it out. It automatically goes into your bloodstream and it starts to, move. So it would be a waste of time. And even cutting it out, I mean, you've seen that some places too, in some movies or whatever, they cut around, that's not good either, because that just makes it worse. Tourniquets make it worse. If you get bit by a snake, the best thing to say is get the medical help as quickly as possible. And then only if you can't get there, then you try to take these other measures. I don't like snakes. I try to stay away from them. I do stay away from them, really. I don't go play with them, But, sometimes you go hunting or you go walking in the woods or you go for, whatever, walk in your yard. Sometimes there's snakes out there. You never know. Depends on where you live. Maybe you tell me where you live. Tell me what you think about snakes if you got snakes around. But be careful. If you go into an area where you think there might be snakes, wear high boots. Don't go out there with flip-flops. Stay away from those areas where you think there's going to be snakes are going to be, man. It's crazy. I mean, accidents do happen. You never know where snakes show up. I see some crazy things sometimes on YouTube. Snakes come out of people's toilets or they're in the houses. It happens, I try to stay away. I don't want to get bit by a snake. I don't want anybody to have to worry about if they got to suck the blood out of me. You know what I'm saying? But but that's it, guys, man. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you understand now. Don't suck any blood out of anybody if they get bit by a snake. It's all a wise tale. You shouldn't do it. So remember, if you're new here, definitely hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell icon so you know next time I come out with a video. I appreciate everybody stopping by. I appreciate the thumbs up. That's awesome. It helps out a lot. And your comments, leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you ever got bit by a snake. All right, guys. Until next time, thank you again for coming. And I'll see you around. Take care. I'm out of here. So long. Goodbye.